dear YouTube viewers, I'm back streaming from Magic Duels Xnic or your server, and this is the almost the final form of the Retreat to Hagra, Dirty Hagra deck that I was trying to pull. So I did some major modifications. The deck list is below the video, but now I did think that I'm most doubtful about is Ghirapur Orrery, that gives our deck some advantage, but also gives the opponent some advantage. This card is very tricky, but let's try that and see how it goes. Nissa, because the O1 tokens should be working very nicely with our tricks with Retreat to Hagra, and also another important addition, the combination of Emrakul's Evangel next to the Primal Druid and next to the retreat should be a kind of a nasty combo that can be used without paying mana. I think it's a very amusing one thing to try. Other than that, the deck is essentially the same as the last time. Now I've removed one of the zombies and added another copy of Gilt-Leaf Winnower because okay, she has menace. I have not unlocked the one of the new cards from Kaladesh. uh, let me show you what is the one that we should be adding to this deck probably. I also took away the caravans because I thought that the mana it wasn't an issue in this deck. So Noxious Gear Hulk, it has menace, costs 6, but we can afford that. And you get to destroy a target creature when you play him. So pretty powerful in our deck could be this guy, but well, I haven't unlocked it. So let's go ahead and see if we get some victories out of this current version, almost the final version of the deck. So I think we should be pretty strong against other creatures decks. Other than that, the win condition is to push damage through our creatures, and if that fails, we have the retreats. We have Delirium. One of the best cards to get earlier is the Copter. Here we are lacking enough lands to play this hand. And this has too many lands, but we have one of the retreats, and thanks to the Evolving Wilds, this might become good. I'm going to delay the Blisterpod so we can develop the Hissing Quagmire, I guess, because I'm aiming to go with the retreat sooner, and the Blisterpod, well, I could have dropped the Blisterpod, I guess, not too sure. So here we get one forest. Drawing more lands is not exactly good for us. So I think the Evolving Wilds should be played next. Let's see if the opponent has some creature. Blue is not one of the colors that shines for playing too many creatures, but blue and green should be quite interesting. And the opponent has energy deck, blue and green. And let's drop. Well, this is amusing. I think that having the retreat out is going to be good, but well, as long as it survives, of course, because if the opponent has green, he might have an enchantment removal. Let's hope he doesn't. So he has 2 lands in play and 3 energy. He can scry. Seeing white is good for us because the chance of him running enchantment removal is lower. And this guy has flying, trample, and it also generates energy for the opponent. So here we're going to another land. Come on. Alright, let's try to get the opponent to lose one of his creatures. Let's see if he falls for the trick here. And at any rate, he might even decide to let the Blisterpod pass, because if he kills the Blisterpod, we get the token, and a token is not actually something that the opponent wants us to have, because that makes us ramp a little longer. And here the opponent wants to scry before his end of turn, so he spends some energy, but he's going to be gaining more out of these very nice cards, I would say. One of the best energy producers that you can have. Of course, this is green and blue, so you have to run the proper mana to get this guy. But you also, if you're running this kind of decks, you can put in the either well, that land that makes any color. I forgot the name. Either Cup, I think is the name. So the Winnower is going to be useful later on. Let's see if the opponent wants to block our guys. Let's see what happens here. But having green open makes the opponent not wanting to block probably. Let's go ahead and search for some nice, I guess a swamp. Alright, one of the pitfalls of my deck is that if you leave green open, I guess the opponents are not going to want to block you. Not because of the retreat of Hagra, but because of all the other pump up that you might run with green. So this guy also producing lots of energy and can produce 6/6 tokens. So let's hope we get to transform our kindly stranger soon. More energy for the opponent. Wow, that's a lot of energy, guys. Let's see if he wants to send all the guys in. Good, that's actually good for us. Let's activate this and we get to destroy the architect thanks to the Hissing Quagmire. The opponent's going to get a token. Meanwhile, a good choice. Now we lost our Hissing Quagmire, but don't worry, guys. We have the Gilt-Leaf Winnower, so I think we are taking down this flyer. Opponent wants to scry again, I guess. Yeah, come on, guy. There we go. What's the opponent thinking about? The only thing he can do is scry with this. I don't know why is he pausing. So we are not attacking here. I think saving our life is the best for us. We might get to kill the opponent by the second option from the retreat. We have one card type in the graveyard, and if we use our Blisterpod to block, this guy is dangerous. He gets a +1/+1 counter and hexproof. I really like this Hydra in the energy decks. This is going to attack the opponent. I don't know if he's going to pay the cost. Maybe he does. Okay. Now let's block this guy. Alright. We get one Scion. And let's see if we get out something that can be used for saving our ass. So let's gain life. Let's send in the Blisterpod. Now I guess I should attack with the Winnower here. We can kill two of the guys if the opponent chooses to block. And other than that, we get in for 4 damage. Killing this Hydra would be pretty good, but I don't think the opponent wants to block with this. So, opponent at 7, that's pretty low. We have 2 blockers online, I mean 3 blockers, but we don't want to lose the Kindly Stranger. Another one of those. Uh-oh. If the opponent gets more energy, we are in problems. We are going to be with some trouble here. Let's see if he wants to send someone to attack us. So Rhino. Something else. This beast. Okay. And this, I think we're going to kill the Hydra, guys. So here, let's, if we take the damage, I think it's too much. I think we have to block this. We are going to use this card to get us a land. Here we go, Swamp, and give the Blisterpod deathtouch, and the damage is not relevant here. Now we get rid of the Hydra and received Eldrazi Scion, Primal Druid, kind of nice. Okay, now what to do here? 2 card types. We have a blocker for us. We can't send the Winnower to deal 5 to the opponent, but he can kill it if he double blocks with the Architect and the Aether Terrorist. But if I do not attack, yeah, I think we are in the problems. Yeah, I think I have to send the Winnower into attack mode and try to prompt the opponent into blocking. If the opponent runs bounce spells, he's not going to bounce this guy because, well, when he comes into the battlefield, he's very powerful. He has to double block here. So this is kind of a forced block that I was expecting to happen. And now we get the Primal Druid out. So now we have 3 blockers. The opponent has 3 attackers, but this one is going to be held back. The turtle is very powerful actually for 1 mana, producing energy. Pretty huge stats for 1 mana. Now here this is going to grow. So let's sacrifice the Primal Druid so we don't take 6, and we get to drop another land on the battlefield. Yeah, there we go. And gain some life, drain the opponent. So we would like to draw some tools here. That's not it. And Yeah, okay, if I try to attack with our Kindly Stranger, I guess I can give her deathtouch, so the opponent is not willing to attack. We could block with this with the token, but depending on what the opponent has, we are pretty much dead, guys. Let's give the Kindly Stranger some nice deathtouch. So if the opponent wants to block, he's going to have to sacrifice a blocker. Otherwise he takes 3. But if he can remove the token, we die next turn. So not the best spots, the best of the spots to be. Yeah, we didn't get to draw cards. We need some nice drawing mechanisms. So here the opponent is crying. If he can bounce our token, we are screwed. A land. I'm always watching. Okay, not quite dead yet. We can survive for one more turn, and let's hope to draw something useful. We should try to block any one of these two. We take 8 damage. We have to win here or we die. And we are getting a Obsessive Skinner. Right, can the Obsessive Skinner save us? I don't think so. Yeah. Alright, we are dead on board, so let's move on to our next match. And well, kind of the outcome was defined by us having green. Actually makes the opponents do not want to block. We are not actually running pump spells. Yeah, I think this is not working as I wanted to. Let's see. Apparently we are against red and blue deck. Maybe. So we have the Copter. This is really good. So I'm going to keep this hand. Starting out with the Copter is pretty nice. So let's see. Should I start with Copter to begin with? Or maybe some of the other creatures? I guess we can. Alright, a Delirium deck. This is going to be quite interesting. Opponent plays Delirium, and we also have some Delirium of our own. So, not quite a mirror match, but pretty amusing. I'm already excited about this. So here, the opponent is going to have a hard time to get rid of the Copter with this Dryad. So he has this Copter of his own. Should we trade the Copters? Should we? Alright, I think I'm going to set up a pump up for the Copter. We are going to give the Copter a counter. That means that here I guess I play the Swiftwing and pass the turn. Yeah, skip this attack, so at least the Swiftwing can trade with the Dryad as long as the opponent does not activate the Delirium. He's not going to trade with the Copter. We can activate our own Copter here, but we want to keep want to hold to our own guy. So opponent deals 3 and drops this, so he should have enough lands, I guess, otherwise this is a nice mana source for the opponent. Alright, he has another one. And nothing else. Alright. Ah, the retreat. Oh my god. But the retreat is going to have to wait here. We are going to crew. And we are going to grant more power to our Copter. And now our Copter is stronger than the opponent. Let's send this guy to hit. Yes, let's see. We have Bonds of Mortality. I don't think we are going to be using this on this match, so I'm going to drop it. This is very good against indestructible or hexproof creatures, but I don't think the opponent runs any of those in this type of deck. I might be mistaken, but I'm going to risk it and try to. So we get another 3 points of damage thanks to this guy here. So if we get a land, we might drop the retreat, or maybe 2 of these. Yeah, also we also have the natural connection with us. We could maybe later ambush the Copter with the bat. So opponent with 2 card types in the graveyard, the Dryad might become problematic really soon. And Greyblade Marauder, also this one has deathtouch imbued. Okay, this is pretty good, guys. Let's begin by crewing. We might get to remove the Copter, but that enables the... well, that's one more card type for the opponent in the graveyard. Let's hit. Let's see what we draw. It's a Cryptbreaker. Well, this is draw. We might need that later on. So here we disregard one of our Obsessive Skinners. Let's drop the retreat. And the Evolving Wilds gives us 1 life and we drain 1. And if the opponent misses the point, we might kill the Copter with our first striker, deathtouch, Gurmag Swiftwing. So here it comes. Maybe the opponent wants us to kill this Copter. Maybe he wants us to kill it, so he gets the delirium going on. Right, he has. So if we kill this, he's going to have delirium. This deals 1 plus 2. Alright. Trick or treat. Let's get forest. Yes. There we go. Bam! Bye bye, Copter. Now the air is clear for our own Copter. And now, well, we have the natural connection to ambush any of the attackers. Opponent getting pretty close to enabling the Dryad. We have the Bob. We are still not quite close to the Delirium ourselves. Let's grow this guy and see what we can throw into the graveyard. On the moment we use the network connection, we are going to have Delirium. So we might end up the turn with Delirium enabled. So let's see. Forest, we're going to keep on hand. The Blob, the Cryptbreaker. Okay, Cryptbreaker goes out. So drop a forest here. Another drain. And let's drop the Primal Druid that can nicely block any of these guys. And yeah, that's it for the time being. Opponent uses grapple with the blast, grapple with the blast. Alright, he now has delirium, so let's be careful, guys. Let's see what the opponent. Now he has saw our some of the tricks from our deck. Let's see if he wants to risk these guys. So the opponent has 3. I think we can get rid of the Grey Blade Marauder and prevent some damage from over here. Yeah, stop the timer. Let's bring in some lands for ourselves. There is no saving your Grey Blade Marauder, dear mister, because our bat has first strike. That's the reason for having the bat in the deck. It's the only black creature with first strike that I could find. There is no green creatures with first strike. We get another land, and we. Okay, imagine if we had 2 of the retreats on the board. We have already won. Ah, the Emrakuls. We are missing one of the coolest combos. Yeah, okay. Never mind. Let's see. 5. So, if we crew with one of these, so this is 4. No, I think we have little thanks to the counter. So I think we win here unless the opponent runs Fox or something. We win. Well, he might have Pulse of Mirasa to gain life. There it is. So not quite there yet. So he recovers this. Do we want to draw? Yes. A land. This is hard. Let's get. So yeah, we deal here. We are dealing pretty hefty damage, and we are going to drop our wall hand here. So because the blob has a very huge value when he attacks, we get tokens. So here, counter over the bat. I think is a good option because the opponent is going to have a hard time removing our air creatures, and maybe he wants to kill any of the other. So I think we can win this pretty easily unless the opponent dumps a Languish right now. We win. Gather the pack. I don't think this. Wow, he has the Languish. So I think we dodge the bullet. I I didn't expect the opponent to run Languish in a deck like this. Yeah, I think we got lucky here. Maybe I should have not played these cards last turn, just in case. So here the luck has saved us. Let's continue to the next turn, so we get to see our next draw and the blob in action. Yeah, here should I block? This is 10 points of damage. I think I should block just in case. There's no need to be unsafe here. Yeah. So we do not see the blob in action, so let's gain us some life. Let's crew the Copter and finish the game. We can get some tokens at instant speed. A pretty convenient option in many situations. So do I need to draw and discard? Probably I do not. So here we are, a victory. Yeah, I could say that I got pretty lucky because I misplayed there and we dodged the language. Yeah, that would have been really bad. I mean, not extremely bad, but pretty annoying. So yeah, let's go ahead and try another time. So the Copter really paid off, and the trick with the bat did as I expected. So the opponent misread the ability of the retreat to Hagra with the bat. That's just very powerful. So here against blue, most likely, let's hope it's not a mill deck, because we mill ourselves really good with our land fetch. So this has 3 creatures and enough lands to play them, so I think I'm going to keep this. We start out with a very aggressive play, so next turn we get in for 2 damage and we set up. Maybe we get to play the Matter Reshaper. We need to get some colorless to play him, hit her. Yeah, nice looking picture. It's like 2 guys that are forming one. No, who knows? So opponent with white, maybe white and blue, maybe Planeswalkers. Well, out of a single Evolving Wilds is hard to tell. Let's send the bat, and just in case we are against Planeswalkers, we want to be making the most damage possible as soon as we can. So at least next turn we have the Primal Druid plus the Evolving Wilds as our possible play. Let's see what the opponent has. Green and white. No blue yet. Maybe this isn't related to the opponent. So no place for 2. We have the Kindly Stranger. It's just send the guys to attack. Even if the opponent wants to make a sacrifice, one of the attackers is not too worth, because we can sacrifice the Blisterpod and we are left with the token, and the token could let us play the Matter Reshaper, and here grapple with the past. Maybe he's a Delirium deck with white. No, here he has blue as I suspected, and long road home. So this might be about Tamillo and some Delirium with Tamillo. Pretty strange deck, I like it. So I'm going to go ahead and find a swamp so we can play this treasure. Maybe a forest, just in case we draw our Nissa, so we can play her. So the Tamillo colors are out, and he has the Scryer. This is going to be quite annoying. Yeah, this one can block the Blisterpod, but if we attack with the Blisterpod with green open, I don't think the opponent wants to trade. And the Cryptbreaker, pretty decent, giving us some zombies. So let's see. I do not think the opponent wants to trade. I mean, he can block. Well, he does a favor to us because that enables us to play 2 cards this turn. Maybe he has Tamillo on hand, that would be bad. But okay, let's go with the aggression ourselves. So we are a couple of turns away from a planar outburst, but the planar outburst gives us a card. If we lose the Matter Reshaper, we also get to, well, getting the zombies is not so, unless we get to draw more cards, it's not going to be so good for us. So we are dealing 1 with the bat, and we can send the Matter Reshaper in. We can block with the Primal Druid. For 4 mana, the only card we can drop is the From Beyond, I think, so no need to crack the Evolving Wilds at this point. There is the option to have another 1 drop, but doesn't seem that we want to use that. So the opponent might have Avacyn too. That would be horrible for us. Yeah. To get rid of Avacyn, we will have to get Delirium enabled and play Kindly Stranger. The opponent really having a hard time making up his mind. So let's send 2 guys in. Alright. So, do I want to hold? Okay, the draw option for us is going to be the Cryptbreaker. So I think I'm going to begin discarding something. The Oblivion Sower, not looking so great. Here, opponent is crying. So a planar outburst might be pretty bad against us. So let's wait and see what the opponent plays. Let's see. 5 mana. And the Gear Hulk. So we are going to have to sacrifice a bunch of stuff. So let's. Oh no! Oh, misplay. Misplay, guys. I wanted to keep the Cryptbreaker on board, and instead I thought this was like I had to choose what to sacrifice. Sorry, guys. Really sorry about that. So we can set up for the Oblivion Sower. Alright, let's just do that. This is so bad. Well, this is the first time I face the Cataclysmic Gearhulk. Yeah, and only the opponent has to sacrifice. What? Why? Why has he? Why does he have two creatures? Ah, because this is an artifact. This is so cool. That is a very impressive because this is a creature and this is an artifact. Really powerful play from the opponent. Yeah, let's get Swamp here. So Oblivion Sower. Yeah, but now that misplay was pretty bad, and now our hand is going to look really empty now. So let's see. Yeah. And if the opponent has another one of these, he can target his Gearhulk again. Oh, we have to watch out for that. And I'm really, I'm very suspicious of him running this Green Warden of Mirasa. So he's going to be casting over and over this card. Yeah, this is a very nice deck from the opponent. So he has 5 cards in hand, 2 creatures on board. What might he be thinking? Eldritch Evolution? Wow! Green Warden of Mirasa, I presume. What other card he might want out of this? Maybe he has another one of the Cataclysmic Gearhulks? No, it's an Hydra. Yeah. This lets him find a card. Pretty sweet deck the opponent is running here. So, how can we? Well, if we do not get the retreats, we cannot overcome this. So let's hope the opponent kills our Matter Reshaper, but meanwhile we have to be patient. The second Kindly Stranger might take the opponent by surprise. Let's see. Let's hope we get to. Oh no, he has a counter spell. Or maybe he has the spirit that eats the spell. Okay, yes. We stole 2 lands. Well, we got rid of another of the Eldritch Evolutions. I was hoping to get rid of the Pills of Mirasa, the Gearhulk. Of course, is this the Gearhulk? Now he is going to scry, and he's going to be left with the Ulvenwald Hydra. So now we have to be more careful on what we click. Oh, he can make the Hydra unblockable. This is going to be painful. But if he sends this to attack, we can retaliate with the Oblivion Sower. Yeah, now let's be careful, guys. He's going to be left with these 2. Now Matter Reshaper is going to give us a Hissing Quagmire, put on the battlefield. So now we have a deathtoucher with us. Yeah, that's pretty good. 2 card types. Let's hope to draw something powerful. Now the opponent not being able to attack with the Hydra. Alright, another one, Aether Theorist. So the opponent is going to have the Green Warden, so killing any of these is not going to be so productive for us. So, Kindly Stranger, and I guess I hold until the Warped Landscape is not going to do us any good. So let's continue here, skip the attack, and if the opponent has another Long Road Home, it's over, but he can easily find the cards he wants thanks to the Aether Theorist. So we are missing our big plays. Now the good thing is that activating the passage is very expensive. So what is he doing? Why is he... Alright. Pretty strange. Let's block like this. What does he have in hand to make this sort of attack? The Archangel Abyssin. Yeah. Well, doesn't look so reasonable to do that. So at least we prevented some damage. We lost one of our lands, but we have the retreat. What? What are you doing? So now that the opponent has this, I think we should attack with the Oblivion Sower at least. Let's see what he decides to do here, because he's going to be using Rogue's Passage against us. So we have to start removing these attackers. I imagine he's going to block with this. Yeah, so one less blocker for the next turn. Yeah, he might even save this guy. So Abyssin is going to transform next turn. Do we take 6 plus 3? Yeah, I think we die because I think she does 3 to our health. Yeah. And now he has 19 damage on the board. Now even more so. So 18 damage. Yeah, we can activate this to gain 1 point of life. But yeah, not looking great. Can we survive from beyond? Not going to cut it. Look at this. Yeah, can there's okay. Let's just stay on the game and just let the opponent finish us. Is he going to have enough to remove the Oblivion Sower? Rogue's Passage. We're going to get the Matter Reshaper. And well, we got the retreat a little bit too late. We didn't get to draw too much, and most of all, the most important is that I misplayed when this came out. Yeah, that's what happens when you meet new cards that are really powerful. Yes, and the deck actually, that deck was quite something. So let's do one more final iteration of the deck. Also, that deck was very controlling uh, inclined, and our deck is good mostly against creature-based decks, not so much against control decks. So yeah, against control, our only hope is to get nice draws and try to drain the life as soon as possible. So here I'm inclined to think that the opponent runs a 5-color deck, but we'll see, we'll find soon. Yes, if we had the retreat, these two make a really nice combo. We have double Hissing Quagmires, but also we can ramp with the natural connection. So let's start with one of these. We can start the aggression next turn thanks to the Swiftwing, depending on what the opponent is doing. Tap on Free Blade, so let's stop her with the Primal Druid. Or at least let's just attempt to stop her. So we are going to have enough mana by turn 5 to play the Winnower if we use the natural connection at some point. Opponent so far with only white, maybe his whiteys. So we have to look out for enchantments. But if the opponent plays the wings, Nimbus wings on the top and free blade, we can kill that with the Gilt-Leaf Winnower. We're going to be taking some damage, but this one is going to have a great impact there. So let's so this one has vigilance, not much that we can do with against that, so no point into dropping the bats, so we develop our Emrakul's Evangel. Here not point into it with attacking with force 0. So we are going to be taking another 4. Yeah, our life total is going to be suffering quite a lot, but if the opponent always watching if the opponent kills the Primal Druid, no, come on, send it. Come on, attack with this guy. You can do it. Ah. He doesn't want us so to kill the Primal Druid. So let me think. So Primal Druid. We can sacrifice this and get 3 tokens and prevent this guy from damaging us. Yeah, that should be quite good. Skip the attack, continue, and also we get to ramp a little bit. Yeah, we don't have the retreat, regrettably, because the retreat here could be awesome. Let's hope the opponent spends another enchantment on the top and free blade. That will be the best for us. No, instead is this guy is pretty powerful in the current state. Uh-oh. Now this giving everyone +1/+1. So maybe we do not want to use the retreat here. I mean, alright, we have to do this and stop and confirm. Get a forest. Okay, pretty decent, I should say. Let's kill this. So now the opponent has an empty hand, and his board can contest ours. If he gets another Talis Lieutenant, we are going to be depressed with this. But now let's see what he got. This is not looking too good. Attacking with everyone, yeah. Because he can use this to get them +1/+1. So let's block these two. Do I want to take 8? If I do not do that, the opponent just is not going to spend the mana. If I block with this, we kill the guy. It's hard. Yeah, I think we have to trade these. A little painful. Let's see if he wants to pump up everyone. He does not, of course. Not the best scenario because of the always watching, but the From Beyond might give us some chance here. Hissing Quagmires. Now the opponent is at 20, so we can stand. We can keep using these Scions, which might. We could try to get our Matter Reshaper out of the From Beyond. I don't know if I should do so. Skip the block here. Yeah, we are on a very low life total, but we want to keep this one hanging out. What's the opponent doing? He paused because he wants to. What does he want to do? Not much, I guess. Uh-oh. So, what can we use to... Obsessive Skinner. What can we use to save ourselves here? If we... It's natural connection. Yeah, this is not working. Alright. Obsessive Skinner, not going to do it. Let's go and find the Matter Reshaper or the Oblivion Sower. Doesn't change too much. Okay, get rid of this. So, Kindly Stranger was missing. Uh, yeah, where was the Kindly Stranger when we needed? Where is she? Skip the attack, of course, and now the opponent is going to be able to kill us with just the Abyssin. Alright, missing the draw. Alright, I think the previous version was stronger than this current one. I don't know. Alright, I'm going to be leaving this one here, and if you want me to try some different attempts with this deck, just let me know in the comments. I think the deck is pretty amusing to use, but the draws are required, so I think we have to find some way to draw much more out of this one, and the first choice that we might want to try is of course the tireless tracker, because we are already using the landfall mechanic with the deck, so the tireless tracker should work really fine with that. So that might change everything. Also maybe more reliable removal. The Kindly Stranger is pretty good, but activating Delirium proved to be harder than I expected this time, mostly because there are too many creatures and not so many non-creatures that we can dispose. Uh, well, that's it for today, and next time I hope to get some new deck ideas with the Kaladesh cards and so its interactions. So far I'm almost have unlocked all the collection, so soon we are going to be trying very powerful decks. Until next time, I hope you have enjoyed, and sayonara.